wedding. In this case, I didn't even have to show up for the wedding. Eric and Valerie were married on July 30th in City Hall in the city of New York. And it's a very interesting experience to learn how that works. They went to the City Hall in the morning and were given a ticket number. The line wasn't too big. And they went in and stood before a clerk. The clerk asked if there were any impediments to them becoming married, and they didn't know of any. Then the clerk said something else, and each of them said, "I do." Neither one actually remembers what it was they said they would do. And we really ought to research that point a little bit. Presumably they said they would take care of each other, and hopefully they said something along the lines that they would love, honor, and cherish each other until the day they die. And so I hope that all of you will join me in telling them that this is what we expect of them. Now, they didn't have to do it this way. Valerie's mother and I are not opposed to her getting married. And we're not opposed at all to her marrying Eric, who we like very much. And we certainly could have afforded a bigger ceremony. But Valerie has always told us that this is the way that she wanted to do it. And she had the example before that her mother and her maternal grandfather, maternal grandmother, and her mother all had short weddings similar to this for different reasons. Like the parents didn't approve, they didn't want to spend the money, they didn't think she'd ever get married at all. But in Valerie's case, this is just her choice. So the way they did it was that they were given a marriage certificate. The marriage certificate I've seen, and it says that on July 30th, 2010, Eric Lord and Valerie K. Bickel were married under the authority of the city clerk of the city of New York. And immediately after they got their certificate, they hopped on a plane and went off to Tahiti for 2 weeks. We're very proud of Valerie, her mother and I, and we're proud of all the achievements that she's made and the way she's making her way in the big city and being a success. But Valerie doesn't like being the center of attention, and she does not want us to tell you any of that. And we also think very highly of Eric, and it is okay for us to speak well of Eric. And this is a very interesting match. How many people here married their prom dates? There were some, we think hard, there were some that did, maybe some of you did. But probably very few did it 10 years after the prom. They had a lot of time to think it over. Probably even fewer of those grew up under the care of the same pediatrician. Fewer of those both like to run marathons.
Like
and also even fewer probably share the desire to live more than 1,000 miles away from their parents. So this is a couple that were made for each other. That might be a good title for a movie. Let's toast the happy couple. To Eric and Valerie Lord. best wishes for a long and happy